Come with me to the 2024 Richmond Night Market. Today there was the 5 of us who went to the night market when we showed up at 6:30 to get the Zoom pass. We paid $40 for the Zoom pass, which is cheaper than paying $8.50 per person. This is what we saw when we first walked in. There was a lot of vendors selling scrunchies, clothings, phone cases, socks, and Pedro Pascal. These are the food vendors you see when you walk further down, and there wasn't a lot of people, but it was beautiful. As you can see, there are neon lights and decorations. For our first choice, we went with the deep-fried squid. It was so crunchy and delicious, and this marinara sauce that was on top of the squid was very tasty. They also fried some leaves, but that was also tasty. Next is Crazy Song, the king of barbecue, and they had lamb skewers. Came in a little bag like this, and there were some seasonings on top. I don't eat lambs a lot, so at first I was a little bit taken aback, as you can see my face here. And so I gave it a 6 at first, but as I kept eating it got better, so I gave it an 8 as a final score. Next was barbecue chicken on top of rice with some lettuce on the side. It smelled amazing and it came in large portions, but it felt a little bit typical. I asked my brother about how he thought about it, and he said 6, and I agreed. Next was our bosam, which is basically a Korean dish, and you slow cook a pork belly to make this dish, and I already know what it tastes like, so I wasn't expecting a lot. We got the spicy bosam, and I wouldn't say it was very spicy, it was more sweet. And to get the kimchi on the side, it is $1 extra. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Next was the chicken karaage. Don't get this, guys. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just not worth $23. It was too typical. Next is the mango bingsu, and it had some performance aspect to it with the dry ice underneath. We got the large bingsu, which was $19, but for the first hour, it was $2 off, so we paid $17. It had large amounts of mangoes, mochi, and whipped cream. The taste itself was 6.5 out of 10, but because of the showmanship, I will bump it up to a 7. Now, enjoy this transition by my dad. Next is the pineapple drink that I wanted to get from this tropical drink place. It came in an actual pineapple they emptied out the middle with, and the contents of the juice itself was the pineapple that they gutted out. This is a close-up of the pineapple drink, and on a toothpick there was the middle of the pineapples that you cannot eat. But I give it an 8 out of 10. There were lots of dragon decorations like this one because it is the year of the dragon, and there were activities for the little kids to enjoy as well. I had to hold back myself from going in there. After that, we stopped by some jewelry vendors once again to check out their charms. These are charms you can attach to your phone to give it more character and some bedazzle. They were very cute and coquette, like this one for example. Right beside this vendor, they had the press-on nails for $25. There were so many of them, but I did not end up buying any of them. This is me thinking that this was going to be the end of the video, but while I was recording my sunburn, my family friend got us a tanghulu. We got the grape version, and I was very excited because I had not had tanghulu before. It was $11, and it was very warm because it had just been made, and more than the taste itself, it hurt to swallow the sugar bits when I was chewing them. That's it for the Richmond Night Market. Now enjoy these videos of airplanes that my dad recorded. We spent a total of $175 there. I know it is very expensive. One word of advice we want to give is that waiting for your food can take a long time. So just order all of your food from different vendors and collect your food all together. And now we are transitioning to Canadian Brew House. After a long day of hanging out in the sun, we wanted to cool down and grab a couple of drinks like this cool beer. I can confirm that I'm slowly becoming a beer girly because that first sip was fantastic. Beer is also much cheaper than cocktails. We decided to get the nachos from Canadian Brew House with ground beef on top, and it came with sour cream and salsa on the side. I can proudly say that none of these are made from scratch. My mouth is watering from just watching the cheese pull like that. That first bite tasted amazing, and I would rate this 9 out of 10. My brother got this chicken burger because he always wants something different. And with this first bite of the fries, the video comes to an end.